Health is life. Your health matters. You matter. Health begins in the spirit and the mind. Take time to love you. Live well. Be well.
Let's go!
Health matters to me.
Come on, get up, cause you tuned into the station for your morning motivation to get your education for your health and your spiritual needs.
Health matters to me.
Yeah, strong will to empower the people, to promote the peace, though. Positive attitudes, behavior, that's a lifelong dream goal.
Health matters to me.
Yeah, health matters and we're here to help you become the better you, to be the best you, the best version you can be.
Health matters to me.
Yeah, and it's time for this classic, fantastic food for your soul. Here's Jackie and Coach Patrick right here. Let's go.
Health matters to me.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jackie.
And Coach Patrick.
Guys, welcome to Help Matters This Morning Live Podcast, where your help matters, guys.
Every day, all day, especially on Saturdays at 9 a.m. Listen, guys, we want you to join us right here every Saturday at 9 a.m. as we bring you relevant information pertaining to your health and well-being. We'll have healthcare professionals and other professionals on the show to assist us in helping you to become the best you that you can be as it pertains to your health and wellness.
So, guys, you already know what to do. Head over to Get Fit with Jackie Fitness on Facebook and like our page. And go ahead and subscribe. If you have not subscribed to Help Matters, Jackie and Coach, go ahead and subscribe, guys. We are bridging the gap of information from our healthcare professional to our community. So go ahead, because your help matters here on Help Matters with Jackie and Coach. So go ahead and subscribe to Jackie and Coach at Help Matters.
All right. So here we are, another great day the Lord has made. We're going to rejoice and be glad
in it. I was going to let you have
I
it.
ain't hit you with that one in a long time.
I know it. That's all right. I was waiting on him.
Happy birthday, y'all.
Yeah, happy birthday to some people, guys, out there. We got some family and friends and loved ones that are celebrating birthday this month of May. Yes, our very own Noah Aaron. He is celebrating his first birthday on the 24th of May.
Birthday, Noah.
Happy birthday, Noah. He's been walking since he's been 8 months, guys. He is so
everything else.
Yes, as well as Alethea. She'll be celebrating her birthday on the 30th, the 30th of this month. McKebron. We also have Michael Mitchell is celebrating his birthday on the 19th, guys. So if you have a birthday, guys, happy birthday to you. Shout us out on YouTube. Send it through a message. We'll shout you out, guys. But happy birthday and happy
birthday to my sister, Elaine.
And yes, she's celebrating her birthday as well. Happy birthday to you in Alabama. Yes, and those other ones who are that we didn't mention, happy birthday to you. And anniversary. We got some anniversary. Right. Some people got married in the beautiful month of May. So happy birthday to you as well.
They're becoming one.
Yes.
So happy anniversary. Happy birthday, guys. Enjoy your month. Celebrate yourself throughout the month.
Yes.
Woo-hoo! All right, we'd like to acknowledge our sponsors, our partners, our friend, Aiken Chiropractic, Dr. Dan. When your spine is aligned, your body is too. Aiken Chiropractic is located at 425 Lawrence Street Northwest, right here in Aiken, South Carolina. Their number is 803-641-9191. Their website is www.aikenchiropractic.com. And we have a treat for you today. We got Dr. Dan live with us, streaming on this morning. Usually we're pre-recording, but he's with us.
He's live in effect this morning, guys. Yes, we're absolutely. And before, guys, we have officially my book has been launched.
Most definitely.
It is on Amazon, guys, for sale for $18. Still Becoming a Woman's Journey from Wellness to Wholeness, guys.
Better get it.
Yes, we're going to be celebrating tomorrow at the Kroc Center from 3:30 to 5:30 at the book lunch party. So I will be autographing the books, guys. I am excited about this book. The very first book I purchased among many that I will write. So, guys, just come help me celebrate. If you want to attend, go to Get Fit with Jackie Fitness and register on the Eventbrite. It's free, but we need to know that you are coming so we can have accountability of how many numbers that will be attending. And for those who have ordered their books, I will be there to sign those books. We will have just some mix and mingling, a little brief word from myself, the author, as well as the team of Women on the Wellness will be there. So we got some few prizes that we're going to give away. And so we just looking forward to having a great and wonderful time. So if you're not doing anything, just come out and join us and help me celebrate my first book lunch.
Yeah,
so
looking
further
forward
ado,
to
we
it.
got Dr. Dan for Making Chiropractic here, our sponsor of Health Matters, guys. And we just always enjoy him. But I'm really excited because he is live today,
Most
guys.
definitely.
So bring it on live chat.
So we're going to talk to Dr. Dan about posture on this morning because a chiropractor can treat several posture problems. Chiropractor professionals can understand the role. They understand the role and effects of the spine and its impact on poor posture. A chiropractor can treat various types of postural problems and ensure postural correction. So we're going to talk to Dr. Dan about that this morning.
All right.
All right.
All
We're
right.
to get Dr. Dan in here.
All right. Good morning, Dan. Welcome.
He messed up my flow this.
I never got it. It's all right to be laughing a little bit. Well, hey, Dr. Dan, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. It's good to be here. I'm glad I'm here actually live. Normally, it's hard for me to do it on Saturdays, but I'm available this Saturday, so it's kind of cool. Sometimes I have to work Saturdays. Last Saturday I did work in my office in Augusta, so but we're good. We're doing well, and but sometimes I'm scheduled to work. I think next Saturday I'm supposed to work as well.
Okay.
If I do work in my offices in Augusta and Evans, I do it on Saturday because during the week I'm in Aiken Chiropractic, so I can do like Saturday fill-in sometimes. So but this Saturday I'm here, so I'm good.
Awesome. We're glad
But
to
yeah,
hear.
I'm excited. I hope we have a good day. It started looking a little gloomy out there, but hopefully we'll clear up later on because it's good
Yes.
to exercise, good to do fun stuff, and good to do healthy things for the body. And that means exercise. Go outside or do whatever you got to do, and have a healthy life.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
So I thought we'd talk about posture. I don't think we ever talked about posture so far. So I thought that would be a little bit of a interesting topic for today. Why is that important? What's the problem with the posture? Well, you see a lot of people using the smartphones and computers, and all of that just can end up leading to the very poor posture, and poor posture can lead into back pain and neck pain and things of that nature. We need to take a break from all the technology once in a while, and maybe go outside when possible, and go be active and spend some time with family and friends. And so I want to go into a little bit of a detail of what posture really is. So there's a definition of posture. So American Chiropractic Association, on their website, their posture definition is this: posture is the position in which we hold our bodies while standing, sitting, or lying down. Good posture is the correct alignment of body parts supported by the right amount of muscle tension against gravity. That is the actual definition of posture. So correct posture is very important because it helps us to stand, to walk, to sit, to lie, and also all of that while placing the least amount of strain on our bodies and our muscles and everything else. When I was in chiropractic school, they had a phrase: posture is the window into your spine. So,
Well,
you can't really see the spine except on the x-rays. You can look at somebody, the way they're standing, the way they're leaning, or whatever they're doing, and you can tell a lot about what kind of problems somebody might have based on their posture. So it's kind
that's
of
good.
interesting.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yes.
So, we have to be very careful about posture. I see a lot of young people today, and they just don't have good posture. They're kind of hunched over. They're leaning. A lot of them have scoliosis, and scoliosis is just curvature of the spine, sideways. So there are different levels of that. Just the other day, I had a lady bring her daughter in, and she said they did the scoliosis screening in school, and they told her she's got scoliosis. So I checked, I checked the young lady, and yeah, she sure does. And she's only, I think, 13. So, it's all because of this stupid cell phones and all of that stuff that we do. When people are using cell phones a lot, if they hold it to the ear like this, you always kind of tend to lean one way. You're just standing straight and doing it. It's always kind of, so over time that becomes an issue. So we really need to be careful. So what does the correct posture actually do? Like, what does that help us with? Why do we have to have good posture? Well, it helps keep the bones at the joints in the correct alignment so that all of our muscles are used correctly, and that decreases the abnormal wearing of the joint surfaces that can result in degenerative arthritis and joint pain. It also reduces the stress on the ligaments and holding the spinal joints together, which minimizes the likelihood of any kind of injury. It also allows muscles to work more efficiently, allows the body to use less energy, and therefore it prevents muscle fatigue. So, there's a lot of stuff that correct posture really does. So to keep good posture, we need to have good muscle strength and flexibility. So this is why we always talk about exercise and what you should do and how you should go outside and do things you can, to keep that going. So, I'm hoping if the rain passes, I'll go outside and do something myself today. That's what I'm hoping.
It should be a nice day to get out there and do that. Now, Dr.
Yeah.
Dan, you mentioned about the cell phones. What about heavy book bags? Especially we see our kids carrying a lot of heavy book bags.
Yeah. So, a lot of things contribute to bad posture, and that just comes to bad habits that we develop over time, because all of this kind of takes some time to develop. Heavy book bags are definitely a problem. What I've experienced in my, practice over the years, when kids have bad posture, sometimes the schools are not responsive, and I need to write them a doctor's excuse or something. They won't really do anything without doctor's excuse. So, I tell people, well, listen, first of all, can you lighten up the load? I mean, well, what I do sometimes, I ask the kid to bring the book bag to my office so I can weigh it. And it's amazing. Okay, so you weigh your kid without a book bag, then you weigh him with the book bag, you subtract and see how much the book bag actually weighs, and then you can see a percentage. So the weight of that book bag should be about 10% up to 15% of the full body weight. And sometimes it's a lot more than that. So, especially if the kid is small. It's incredible what, in today's day and age, with all the stuff that's available, you would think kids would go to school with like some kind of a laptop or tablet, everything's on there.
Right.
But they still have all this really heavy books,
Right.
So I tell people, well, you got to lighten up the load. And, well, I can't. I have to bring all that. Okay, well, can they issue you a locker or something near your class? You have to carry it around as much. No, I can't. Other kids get that, but they say I have to have a doctor's note in order to do that. So I give them a doctor's note. Sometimes the kids can be issued a second set of books, so they keep one at home, one at the school. Have to carry all those heavy books back and forth. That sometimes requires doctor's note as well. The third thing I noticed as well, it's too heavy for a kid to wear. Can you get one of those wheel, bags that you see people at the airport? You can just, wheel it in. That seems a lot easier. You can carry a lot more stuff with that. Oh, the school doesn't allow that. What? It ruins the floor. Okay, that is weird. So then I have to write a note and say, hey, the kid is having scoliosis. It's going to ruin, it's going to mess up the rest of their life. They really need to do something. So, they're all kind of obstacles there for some reason that has nothing to do with the person's health. And yet you're trying to set up this young life to have a good life in the future, and you're already handicapping them from the beginning. So that's kind of odd. But we'll be happy to, issue some kind of a doctor's note or write some stuff down if we need to. So yes, book bags are definitely a big problem, and that's kind of the way I address that, with the kids. Another big problem. So let me just say that there's actually, according to, again, American Chiropractic Association, there are several factors that contribute to the poor posture. So here's what they are. Here's what they list. These are the most common ones: stress, obesity, pregnancy, weak postural muscles, abnormally tight muscles, and high heel shoes. In addition, decreased flexibility, a poor work environment, incorrect working posture, and unhealthy sitting and standing habits can also contribute to this poor body positioning. So these are the factors that ACA, American Chiropractic Association, talks about, that they found during research over the years. These are the most important ones. Let's talk about these high heel shoes. I see women that, wear those kind of shoes, and they look good. I mean, I'm not going to say they don't. They look good and all that, but, it's not good for you. So, my wife doesn't do that anymore. She wears, sneakers. Sneakers are very comfortable with socks and everything. So she won't really wear high heel shoes unless we go out somewhere and it's like a special occasion. For the most part, she just won't do it, and that's fine. But she looks at her health more than outward appearance.
There
So
you
you got
go.
to watch that. When you read the literature, they've done tests on this thing, medical, research, and they said what I found out that only a 2 inch heel, so just 2 inch heel, when you have 2 inch kind of heel at the back of your foot, at the heel there, it would change. It's enough to put undue stress on the muscles and ligaments of your ankle joints. So it's gonna off balance your ankles and your feet if you're wearing only a 2 inch heel. And I see women with like 6 inch heels. So
Mm.
that's got to be terrible for them. So when they get older, they're going to have all kinds of problems. So why do that? Why don't wear more comfortable shoes if you can, and then keep those for some, special occasions. But, they're just not good. They're just not, good for us. We're not designed to have those kind of, footwear in mind. So, I feel happy sometimes when I look what era do we live in the human development, like in the history of the human race. And, when you look at those Middle Ages, like what was that, 1700s or whatever, when men wore heels, and they had, wigs everywhere. Like, what was that all about? I'm glad I have to do that. But even men wore those kind of shoes back in those days. We see the old movies and stuff. But
Platforms.
yeah, yeah. So I'm glad we don't have to do that anymore. But seriously, when I work, I wear good set of sneakers and good comfortable thick socks. I found over the years I tried wearing those shoes, but at the end of the day, because I'm on my feet all day, my feet were tingling like you were hurting. So I switched to this shoes. I wear Brooks. That's what I use. Brooks, sneakers. I find Brooks to be excellent. I try different ones. These seem to be excellent. So I just keep buying those. And actually, one of my doctors in Augusta Clinic kind of got me onto that. Dr. Desiree Olivier, and
Hmm.
she's been working for us for 5 years. And anyway, I saw her at work one day, and she's wearing sneakers, and I'm like, huh. My first thought was like, well, maybe that's not professional kind of. And then she goes, yeah, but I mean, it really saves my back when I'm standing all up. I'm like, you know what? That's not. So I bought sneakers as well. I just buy all black ones. They blend in with my pants. I usually wear a blue shirt like this in Aiken and black pants. Black pants because it hides the dirt better. Like if I had khaki pants and I adjust people, sometimes they're all dusty. They come to my office and it makes my pants dirty really fast. So black one seems to kind of hide that. So then I wear black shoes, and you can buy, my Brooks are black on black, and they blend in with the pants. And I tell you, they're excellent. So I mean,
Yeah.
I just keep buying those. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
especially if
when
y'all standing up all day.
yeah,
You got the people that sit all day, and then you got the people that stand all day,
yeah,
doctors and teachers
yeah,
and hairdressers, chiropractors. You got to
yeah,
you even got to take care of yourself because you're on your feet all day.
exactly.
Not only you're taking care of others, you got to take time to self-care and care for yourself too. So you think about all these people are standing all day and
Yeah,
versus like you said, making sure they invest in really good shoes, because as we
exactly.
age things change, and we just like you said, your wife, she used to, but now I'm just like that. I walk around, have me some
Hmm.
good supported nice
Yeah,
shoes I wear during the week. Only when I go out I'll put on a little small heel, and
yeah.
that's it.
You just got to be smart. But yeah, your body would tell you. So we as chiropractors stand most of the day, especially if you're busy and you have to kind of watch your posture. So I was going to go into that and give some tips how to keep a good posture if you are standing or walking or laying down, that kind of stuff. So when you are standing, how do you keep a good posture? Well, think about several tips like this. First, you want to hold your chest high. So kind of sit up straight like this or stand up straight. Keep it high. Don't slouch over. You want to, stand up properly. Relax your shoulders, and you keep your shoulders kind of back like this. Don't roll them forward. When you're sitting is one thing, but when you're standing, if you're slouching like this, over time you're going to have a curve in the spine that doesn't look good. Secondly, thirdly, you gotta pull in your stomach, your abdomen, and your backside. Kind of suck it in a little bit if you can, and get those muscles, straighter, so they don't end up, doing that. And so, try to pull that in. Another one is to, don't lock your knees when you're standing, and don't tilt your head in any kind of direction. So don't try to tilt it, or whatever. Just look straight. Just look straight. Balance your weight on your both feet. Don't try to put most of your weight on one leg, because you're gonna over time end up developing some problems with that. So you should balance your weight on both of your feet equally. And also try to keep your feet kind of parallel to one another. Again, that helps distribute your weight evenly. If you are, always kind of shifting your weight to one side versus the other, well, maybe something's wrong. Maybe you're having some issues. Then you come see us. But you don't want to put most of your weight on one leg or one hip. You're going to end up developing problems over time. So try to balance it. Try to put it on both legs at the same time. So
That's
there will
good.
be tips. Yeah, there will be tips for the standing posture. Now, when you're walking, okay, here are the tips for the walking posture. Hold your head high. So, hold the head up. Don't be slouching again. Just hold it up, Look forward and don't look down. Keep your chin parallel to the ground if you can help it. So, try to look where you're going forward. Don't look down, just look like that. I don't know. That's what I can say. And I read that as well. Some people just look down at the floor. I mean, that's no good for your neck. You're bending your neck. Just look straight.
Right.
Um, Try to very small contract your abdominal muscles. So if you're walking properly, your abdominal muscles will contract naturally. So that's a good thing. But you're actually exercising your abdominal muscles when you're walking if you're doing it properly.
Mhm.
You need to have a slight bend in your elbows, and you need to be freely kind of swinging your arm, so you don't walk like a zombie and put your arms down to the side. You're supposed to kind of have a little bend and kind of, walk, like that. That's natural.
Mhm.
Move your shoulders naturally. Don't let them lock in. Just kind of move them a little bit as you're walking, and straighten up and avoid arching your back. So you shouldn't be arching forward. You want to sit up and stay and walk straight. Walk straight. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of your posture. Be proud of who you are. Don't be slouching. Don't look like you're hiding from people. That's just not good for different reasons, but it's also not good for your posture. So that's what I would say about walking. Now, when you lay down in sleep, I always have people ask me that, what is the proper way to sleep? How should I sleep at night? Because a lot of people, I don't know. I don't know if they have a bad posture or a bad pillow or a bad combination of stuff, a mattress. But a lot of people come to me and say, man, I just can't sleep at night. I toss and turn. Or, I go to bed and I'm okay. And I wake up in the morning, I'm exhausted. Something is wrong. So here's what I was saying. Number one, you need to find a good mattress, and there is no formula. I can't say go buy this particular mattress. It won't work for everybody. We all have different bodies, different, size, different shape. I don't know. We feel differently. So it's a trial and error. You have to find a mattress that works for you. There are certain points. The mattress should be relatively firm. It shouldn't be too soft. Like when you lay on it, you shouldn't like dip it into it too much. It should just dip in a little bit. So you should be somewhat firm to support your body weight properly. I'm a big proponent of those memory foam mattresses. That's kind of what I use. Everywhere I try to sleep is a mattress like that, because the regular mattresses have coils in them, and over time, if you sleep in the same position over and over, which most people tend to do, some of those coils are going to lose their dampness. So instead of giving you the support like this, they're going to kind of go down, and they're not going to spring as much, and they actually create, pressure points over time. So, this is one of the reasons why when you buy a regular mattress like that, they give you 8-year warranty on those, which isn't that long, really. The memory foam mattresses come in different thicknesses. different firmness level, all that stuff. So you got to do a little research on that. However, they last a lot longer because there's no coils in them, and they usually have they're thick. Buy the thickest one because they got more layers of the material inside. Usually on top they're softer. As it goes a little deeper, they become more firmer and firmer. So they're different layers. So you kind of dip in a little bit, but then it's nice and firm. It distributes your body weight, I think, really good. One thing to keep an eye on with the memory foam mattresses, they tend to be a little bit, warmer than regular mattresses because the material itself can kind of trap your body heat a little bit. So there's an answer to that. The mattresses I use have gel in them. It says there's a layer of gel and some air channels built in. I'm not really sure how that works. I think the gel kind of sucks in your body heat or something and disperses it through those air pockets or something, but it feels fine. I don't feel any heat. I don't feel hot. But a mattress I had years ago, they didn't have that. Yeah, over time you feel a little warm on it. So I think the one with the gel insert will be a good one as well. So those are some pointers, but really everybody has to try it and kind of, see what works for them. That's kind of like a trial and error thing.
Those are
Same
some
thing with the
great
pillow.
points. Yeah,
Yeah.
Huh?
great points. Great
Yeah.
points.
Even exercising,
Yeah.
Dr. Dan, when even people, when I worked at the gym, they even, was talking about, you have to even watch the position of the television because people like to watch television
Yeah.
on the wall. And if your TV is all the way up there and you watching and you're on a treadmill, your cervical vertebrae is
Pinching it.
bent back, your
Yeah.
chin is up.
Yeah.
That can aggravate your cervical vertebrae.
Yeah.
Even the way you lift weights,
Yeah.
bodybuilders, doing more uh
Yeah.
more going backwards exercise. I mean, frontward exercise than back, and that create imbalance
Yeah.
and improper posture as well.
Absolutely, 100% agree. Some of the treadmills that I use in the gyms before, they have a little monitor, and can you angle that? Can you change the height of it? I don't know. Sometimes they're built into the treadmill. I don't really like those, but that's what. So what I used to do when I used to go to Family Y in Granville, and I just don't anymore, but I used to, and then I would bring my own tablet and they got free Wi-Fi, so I would stream stuff when I was watching it with my headphones, and I would put a tablet where I wanted. I would raise it up to be a perfect height for me, and I would just watch my own tablet. I didn't use the built-in one that they had. So yeah, you're supposed to look forward. So what I do now, we have a treadmill and elliptical machine in my house. So my wife exercises there, and I put a nice flat screen TV on the wall right in front of those machines, and I kind of try to put it at a certain height so it's easy to, so I don't have to bend over and all that stuff. It's like right in front of the treadmill. It's like really, really good. So, I kind of did it because it's my house. I can put it anywhere I want. But yeah, when you go to the gym and still have those TVs up on this, very high over there, it's gonna strain your neck. So you got to make a judgment call. Maybe you shouldn't be using those. Maybe you don't need to be watching there while you're working out. Just listen to the music or something, or bring your own stuff. Like I brought my own tablet. I just put it there and I adjusted the way I needed, and that's what I did. So yes, it's a problem. But like I said a few minutes ago about walking posture, you're supposed to look forward. You're not supposed to look down or look up, and you're supposed to keep your chin parallel to the ground. That's kind of like the rule for that. But yeah, all of that is definitely an issue. So you gotta watch and take. I would say this. I mean, I feel like we as people have to take personal responsibility for ourselves.
Right.
Just because somebody makes something and puts a TV up on the ceiling or whatever doesn't mean you got to use it. I mean, we're an adult, so you got to make your own choices. What works for you. So if it works for you, great. But if it's kind of straining your neck or what have you, don't use it. Come up with some other method. And see what it is. And there you go. That's a good thing about the United States. We got choices here. You can do
Yeah.
whatever you want. There's so many
Absolutely.
things. I was like, I was
A
just
lot of
talking
people,
to,
a
yeah,
lot of people, Dr. Dan, don't even think about
okay,
posture, though. They don't even think
yeah,
about that.
Yes.
When we
yeah.
do our assessments when we train people for, personal training or something, that's one of the things we look at. We look at their gait and how they stand and things like that, because you can tell whether they got weak or tight muscles. You talked about earlier,
Oh yeah,
especially in their core area, because that's going to help them have good posture too.
exactly. So what I would say is people can check their posture at home. So this is how you do it. If you have a big mirror on the wall, which most people do somewhere, you want to stand in front of the mirror and then just kind of make a few steps in one spot, take a deep breath. And then as you breathe out, close your eyes, put your arms down to the side and just close your eyes and just thinking about standing straight, like you want to stand straight. Just think about I'm standing straight. But don't move, just think about standing straight and try to be straight. And then without moving, open your eyes and look at the mirror and see. Look at the level of the ears. Look at the level of your shoulders. Look which way you're pointing. Are your eyes pointing straight or is your head a little bit curved? And then also the angle of your head sideways. So those are the telltale signs about your posture to see if you are correct. A lot of people have scoliosis today, which is a sideways curvature of the spine. You're not supposed to have a sideways curvature. You're supposed to look straight. And they know about it. They just don't think about it or they are scared to talk about it. But without x-rays, you can look at the level of those shoulders. And if one shoulder seems a little higher than the other, there you go. That's probably a little bit of scoliosis there. Also, if somebody has, a certain type of like a shirt or something, and there's little seams over there. You can see one seam is a little higher than the other, and they just don't fit right. They feel a little crooked, and that irritates people sometimes. Women tell me they have a bra strap, and on one shoulder it stays put, but on the other one it keeps falling down, so you have to keep moving it back up, and that's a telltale sign they're kind of crooked, that way. Same thing with the purse, if they're carrying a purse on one shoulder, it stays, but the other one, it keeps falling down. They have to keep pushing it up. So if that's the case, something's wrong, so you gotta go and do something about it. So when scoliosis is, small, and if we find it early enough, man, I can do a lot of really good stuff with that. I can make it a lot better than what it is. So, I've done that. I have pre-X-rays as we start, and then post-X-rays later on. You see the spine get straighter. It's pretty amazing. People love that because that gives them a proof. Oh wow, this really does look different now. I mean, I feel different, but I mean, I can really see the difference. So that's kind of cool to give them the encouragement to continue, because you never really stop. Like you always have to watch your body. You always have to maintain the body. That's why I always talk about that part of wellness program we have that allows people to come. That's not, that's affordable, right? So they can keep coming, because it's not about doing it once or twice. It's about taking care of your body as long as you live. Otherwise, you're going to have problems if you don't.
Preventative and well care. Dr. Dan, you have a question coming in.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah, a viewer asks, how does lying flat on my back and stretching affects my spine?
Okay, so stretching, right? So
lying flat on his back and stretching.
Okay.
How does it affect the spine?
Okay, so good question. So there's all kinds of stretches we can do. Keep in mind, the lower back has a curve going to the front. So when you look at the spine from the side, it kind of has an S shape like this. So the lower back goes to the front like this. Our back is not straight. Our back is not like this. It's actually like this a little bit. So, when you are lying back straight, and if you are doing some stretching with your legs or knees or whatever, you're pulling it, whatever you're doing, if that hurts your back, there might be a little bit of a problem for you. So sometimes we got to put like a little pillow down there in the lower back lumbar area to keep that like little curve like this. It shouldn't be like this. It should be a little curved up. So you can do simply. You can take like a towel and just roll it into like a little barrel shape and lie on that. Put it on your lower back area. Like how much you got to have it? Well, depends on the person's size. So basically, you try it until it feels comfortable and do it down there. So I would say that's what it is. But when you are doing stretching, it's important to understand why you're doing it. I don't know if you're having any back pain, if you're experiencing problems already, and that's why you're doing it. Is it you feeling fine, and this is just like normal preventative stuff you do? I do not know, but if you're having pain and that's why you're doing stretching, you should go see a professional, because you shouldn't have pain doing that. If you're just simply doing it to stay well, that's good. But in that case, I would say it's better, instead of being completely on the flat on the lower back, you need to have a little bit of a curve in your lower back. So if you go like on shops like Amazon, they do have little lumbar support, like a little things you can purchase. But you don't have to purchase anything. Just take a towel at home and roll it up and lay it down on it. Put it. Here's a towel right here. I just grabbed it, and basically what you do, you roll it. You roll it like this. You roll it
Mm.
like that, and you just put it on your lower back down there, and then you lay on that. That'll be better than completely laying straight down. I hope that explains it. But it's supposed to, stretching's supposed to help your muscles and ligaments and muscle tendons. That's the whole point. Gives you that elasticity in there.
Mm.
Make sure you go easy. You start easy, then you go a little deeper if you want. You got to warm up a little bit before you do the actual stretching, and also you got to slow down as you get done. And make sure you drink a lot of water. Water is extremely important. Your muscles are about 80% water, 80%. So make sure you drink the water as well.
Yeah,
That's
and he
good.
also saying he's doing it just to correct his posture. So I guess
Uh-huh.
if he's doing it correctly and following some of the tips that you just gave him, it's okay to do them lying down if that
Yes,
works.
yes, yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's okay as long as it doesn't cause any pain or anything like that.
Okay.
They'll be okay. I would kind of like to see exactly what the person is doing. I'm not really sure what exercises they're doing exactly because we can't see each other. But just make sure you're good. You don't have to do it on the floor. It can be a soft surface. You can even do it in the bed on the mattress. It's all fine. Just don't hurt yourself. If you're doing it properly, you will feel better. You will feel more elastic. You'll increase your range of motion. If you do it and it causes you some back pain, something's wrong. Maybe it's too much. Maybe you need to put a little cushion like that behind you to keep that lumbar, curve going forward a little bit. They call that lumbar lordotic curve, lumbar lordosis.
Lordosis, yeah. Hmm.
One,
Yeah.
one more question, Dr. Dan. You
Uh-huh.
can
Cool.
address. Can chiropractic help with hunchback? Chiropractic care, does it help with hunchback?
So it might. The real answer is it might. It depends on a bunch of factors. So I don't know how big it is, what's the degree of that, how long it's been, the age of the patient, that kind of stuff. There's factors there that we need to determine. So it could, but then again, it may not. It depends on what's going
Mm,
on. However, humpback is really that's in what I call thoracic area. That's like in the mid upper back area, and that's exaggerated curvature in thoracic spine, and so that's called kyphosis. That's kyphotic curve. So some people have it. If it's a child, if it's a young person, and the parents see them kind of hunched over or whatever, please bring them somewhere or bring them to us. We can adjust that and we can make that straighter. If it's somebody that's much older, maybe somebody in their 50s or 60s, maybe we can't. Maybe it's already set in. It depends at what age and just how big it is. So yeah, when they're young, if you see some stuff going on, the bones are still growing. So you can physically realign the bones and put them back in there, and the bones are gonna, continue to grow in the new direction. So I say the younger the better, to correct scoliosis or, the kyphotic curve in thoracic area, that kind of stuff. That's exaggerated kyphosis, what it is.
mhm.
So we take an X-ray for that. We take a picture, sideways. So that's called lateral thoracic. We'll take a look, and then we can actually measure the angle and the amount of that kyphosis, and then we can do what we got to do. But if somebody's older, it's probably not possible because the bones already established certain way. I
Mhm.
mean, we're not even talking about arthritis. We're not even talking about degeneration that occurs later on as well. What you could do, you can, even with the older person, you can make it better. They can increase some range of motion. They can have less pain. They can have more mobility. But it's not gonna, it's still gonna stay the way it is. So it just depends on several factors like that.
Right, right. That's good, Dr.
That's
Dan.
good.
So
Mhm.
It's
we're
been a
we're
good
getting
conversation.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh
We're
yeah.
getting to that point again. So whatever you want to share that you didn't share, go ahead and feel free to share that, Dr. Dan, and we're gonna get
Yeah.
into
Okay. Well, I love the questions. I would just like to say, if somebody's not sure what they should do or what they have, go seek a professional. Get an X-ray done or what have you. Then you can have some facts and be examined by somebody. Keep in mind, chiropractic is all about changing the posture, changing, the alignment of the spine. So we actually have a lot of moves and techniques to actually correct it. But it depends on a lot of factors. I mean, I can't say universally without seeing X-rays or talking to a person, what's going on. I have to kind of see just how bad it is and what is the actual specific per person. But yeah, is it possible? Yes. It just depends on what's going on. What else I would say? Ergonomics at work. I was going to touch up on the ergonomics at office, like people that sit all day. That's the worst you can do. Sitting at your desk all day can definitely contribute to a lot of aches and pains, but you really have to look at the ergonomics at work. You got to adjust your chair height. You got to position your go-to items you use every day effectively, so you have to reach for them. You have to sit up straight. And another suggestion is to use a headset instead of using a headphone and kind of always leaning one way. So we might be running out of time, but I was going to just mention those. And in my office, when people come in and they work on a computer, which a lot of people do, we have exercise sheets that we give them. They're designed for you to do while you're at work. I didn't make those up. That was actually from Cornell University. They've done a study on that a long time ago, and they came out with a dozen exercises specifically for people working at a computer chair, and they want everybody to do it. So most people don't know those exist. So I make copies of that and I give it to people. It's about 12 exercises, and he says it only takes about 4 minutes to do all 12, and they kind of tell you should do it more than once a day. Maybe every 2 or 3 hours you kind of take a 4 minute break, and you don't have to even get up really. They're kind of almost designed to do it at a chair, so they're very effective. And we give the sheet to people. But if you have any questions, just be free to call us, or contact us, and we'll be happy to go from there.
Yes,
All right.
yes, and we encourage people to reach out to Dr. Dan. And he's very passionate and
Oh
about
yeah.
what he does. A lot of you guys that are on there, we have referred to Dr. Dan is seeing Dr. Dan, and they are very satisfied and very happy. And so at this time, Dr. Dan, you can tell us about your Power Wellness program
Oh yeah.
and let the audience know how to reach it.
Yeah, so we did a Power Wellness program years ago, and a lot of people use it. They really like it. I just call it that way because it's powerful when you are well, and so
Yes.
they can come regularly, and at this time, I mean, we haven't changed prices in a while, but it's $79 for 4 visits, and that's like once every week or something like that. That's four basically, or up to four a month, you would say. So it's less than $20 a visit, really. And then if a person does that, year round, we also give them 2 free X-rays of no charge to check their posture and check their progress. And that also includes, if they need a therapy, or we even have a massage chair there, or a couple of them, so they can do this little therapy and massage if they like before the adjustment. Makes things easier to adjust. So all of that is included. So you can go on our website. I'm sure he says that on the website, and it gives you the particulars. So aikenchiropractic.com. But call us 803-641-9191. We'll be happy to talk to you and explain to you if you need to see us, make an appointment, and we'll go from there.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome. Again, we got people in the comments said
Yeah.
that you are awesome. They use you. They say you are awesome. And you are. And you're, like Jackie said, you're passionate about what you do. You make sure
Right.
what you're doing is professional and is effective. And you care about the whole person. So not only do you do chiropractic care, you give people great insight on just being well and preventive
Right.
care. So we
Yes.
appreciate you for doing that.
Yeah, and a lot of people
Thank
look
you.
at it like, well, we going to Aiken. Well, Aiken is just a little
It's across
skip
the river.
and a
Yeah.
hop. Think of it as a self-care day.
But he got
Make
Yeah.
places to go.
make I know and he has doctors here as well.
Right.
And
Yeah.
so I mean, and all of them are great. And so Dr. Desiree, all of them, but
Exactly.
just try, just make a self-care day, make an appointment with yourself and look at it as a field trip for a self-care date for yourself. And
That's right.
also, one of your patients said he educates you, and that he absolutely does. And so not only he puts you through, but he also educates you so you can take those preventative measures. You can take these things and put these things into practice. And that's how Coach and I are. We like to educate our clients, so
Yeah.
you can apply and practice these things so they can become a daily habit in your life.
Exactly. I mean, to me, that's what it's all about, is actually helping people.
Right.
And I heard this phrase somewhere before. I like to use it. This is really a calling for me. This is a real career for me. It's not a hobby. You know, I don't do this
And
part
there you
time.
go.
I mean, this is all I do. You know, and I love it. I mean, I love it.
Yes,
But
we can
I
see
just
it.
I
We know.
yeah, yeah,
You
it's
know.
good, but as long as people stay healthy, I mean, that's the whole thing. You know, if everybody just took care of their body and done well, our healthcare system would be cheaper. It wouldn't be so bad and so expensive. And you
Exactly.
know, when people wait and they don't take care of themselves, and then sometime later they have to have knee replacement or any kind of joint replacement, you know, that's a lot of money. And you know, healthcare costs go up for all of us. You know, when people do that, and I don't know. I feel like there's a better way, but the better way is you got to think about your health as you go through life and take small steps along the way to keep it from getting worse. You know, once things go really bad, you need some seriously bad things and expensive things.
Right.
Well, the healthcare system, you know,
Yeah.
so it would be better. It would be better if we all kind of thought about this stuff and just do and be responsible. Be responsible for ourselves. We got to take care of ourselves first so we can help other people.
Take
That's the thing, you
ownership.
know.
That's it.
There we
Self
go.
Take
care.
ownership
And,
of that.
and
Yeah.
aim for well care and not sick care.
That's it. Exactly. That's exactly
Mhm.
what it is. This
Yeah.
America to me is a land of choices. We have so many choices that in other countries they do not have. And, you know, make the right choice. That's what it is. No one's gonna, you know, hold your hand to make the right choice. But
Right.
the only way you know what the right choice is through education. So once you get educated and you realize, oh, when you learn something, you know, then you know. That's the whole point of doing this podcast and you know giving different topics and giving people. I mean, these are short times we have. So to me, this is really important to give people think about
Right.
something they may have not thought before. I want to start the thought process, and that can lead into a right decision later on.
That's
There
good.
you go.
That's good,
That's it.
Dr.
And
Dan.
people are listening. So there you are.
That's good. So,
Awesome.
Dr. Dan, we thank you so much again for
Yeah.
your time and
Thank you.
coming on Saturday. We know you're busy, man, and usually on the weekend, like you say, you're
Yeah.
working or you're on vacation. You do a lot of
Yeah.
vacating.
That's a good
Yeah.
thing. A lot of us can do a lot of more
Yeah,
vacation.
that's a good thing. You
Yeah.
take care of yourself. You take care of
Thank you.
things.
Thank
So
you.
and that's good. But if there's anything else you want to share before we go, please do. If not, we're gonna
I
see
think
you
that's
next
great. You know, next weekend. I'm actually going to a chiropractic convention in Florida. It's in Orlando area, and then the following week I'll be in South Carolina for a chiropractic convention for South Carolina in Myrtle Beach. So you know, it's like a working vacation. I mean, my wife's going to come with me, and we're going to have fun. But I'm
Awesome.
also going to sit in class and stuff. So I always
That's
stuff I talk about. I got to learn somewhere too. You know, it's not just
yeah.
going to work and leaving. I have to go
Same
and take
here. We
it.
got to
You
educate
know.
ourselves. We got to learn from others,
Stay
right?
Yeah,
relevant. You got to stay
but it's
relevant
all
because
good. It's
Updated.
just yeah, it just helps your whole body be like you know in a good shape. It's
Right.
mentally and psychologically and physically. So all of that is
that's good.
important.
That's it. That's it. Well,
All
we
right,
thank
Dr.
Well,
you. We
thank you.
appreciate you so much. Stay
Yeah,
dry. Hopefully it pass over. We can get out and do some
yeah,
things today. So thank
that's
you
what I'm
so
hoping.
much and looking forward to talking to you next month.
Absolutely. Bye, everybody.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right.
All right, guys, great
Awesome.
conversation. There's a lot of things we just
Posture.
don't think about, posture. We don't think about that when we're sitting. We
Hmm.
don't think about that when we're lifting weight and exercising, how
Walking and
in
standing.
walking and standing and
Yeah.
in high heel shoes all day, or we don't think about those things because those things affect us as we age. We don't
Mhm.
realize it, but that stuff can catch up as we age if we don't put preventative measures in place today.
Most definitely. Listen, we thank you for listening to Help Matters on this morning. We want you to like our Facebook page at Get Fit with Jackie Fitness and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Help Matters Jackie and Coach.
And guys, we thank you always for listening to Help Matters, guys. Remember, we're here to help you to become a better you, to be the best you that you can be. And always, we like to leave you with 3 John 2. We wish above all things that you may prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prosper. Guys, you be blessed, you be safe out there. Remember, still becoming book lunch Sunday, 3:30 to 5:30 Croc Center, guys. It's
Tomorrow,
tomorrow, guys. If you haven't purchased your book, go to www.womenonandwellness.com. Click on that link, purchase book, and it will take you directly to LinkedIn. Not just women, men. Go ahead and purchase that book. And my desire that it bless you, and something in there that I have written will help you, that will resonate with you and help you to be better than you are. Just to be better, just to be more whole, just to be more well. So purchase the book. Purchase it for a friend. Purchase it for auntie, sister, mom. You won't regret it. Love you guys. See you.
Health is life. Your health matters. You matter. Health begins in the spirit and the mind. Take time to love you. Live well. Be well.
Yeah, let's go.
Health matters to me.
Come on, get up, cause you tuned into the station for your morning motivation to get your education for your health and your spiritual needs.
Health matters to me.
Yeah, strong will to empower the people, to promote the peace, though. Positive attitudes, behavior, that's a lifelong dream goes.
Health matters to me.
Yeah, health matters and we're here to help you become the better you, to be the best version you can be.
Health matters to me.
Yeah, and it's time for this classic, fantastic food for your soul. Here's Jackie and Coach Patrick right here. Let's go.